Morning. So today's song on the 16th of February 2026 is What a Wonderful World. And it may not seem like it at the minute, but if you take it back to basics, it's a beautiful world. And we've got to go back to basics. We've got to enjoy the little things, because the big things just aren't in our reach at the moment. So here we go. 12th house, yeah. Sacrifice. Martyrs, victims. Going back to the past. Oh no, that's North Node. So it's ignoring the past. Leo, things that go on in the dark. It's about pride. It's about courage. In the negative and the positive. So let's see. It is the year of the fire horse. So fire signs we will expect. Well, it will be tomorrow. If you haven't checked out the Chinese New Year read, please do so. April's been kind enough to timestamp it. She's a little darling, as she did for the Valentine's read. And I will be doing a new moon read, I think, at some point. So, but I have got to go see Casey, so we'll see. I'll do it somehow. New moon solar eclipse tomorrow on the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year starts at 12:01 p.m. Today's card is the Tower, and it fits with what they said about this new year that's coming: conflict and progress and explosive events, but that's only if it comes in the upright. We've got sunshine today, gals. It's still chilly, but it's sunny, which is good. And there it is. No, we're still avoiding some issues. And we can't start our future till we've settled our past. So, Judgment Day has not arrived yet. Let's have a look. The rising is what we need. The consciousness of self-respect. There it is, the 20, negative energy. Gary, Sandra, the Eagle, Scorpio and Aries. Joshua, the walls of Jericho are not coming down. Your walls are still up. You've built yourself a tower, an ivory tower that's now become a prison. So 20 is negative, 16 is neutral because it's today's card. Neptune in Pisces. Is Neptune still in Pisces? No, it's in Aries. There's a Scorpio card there. It's about coming out of your comfort zone. There's the sun. And we've got twin towers there. So September the 11th could be important. You must evolve. You must let something die so something new can grow. There's impatience there. You want to run before you can walk. These are not your people. These are not your tribe. And the world around you is going to hell in a handcart because you've been caught napping. You have to stand up and fight. Because that's the wonderful world. And it will only stay that way if something ends. There's the eclipse. So we're not there yet. We're waiting for this eclipse. The shell will die, but the spirit lives on. There is a passing here. An end to a family dynamic. Because we've got two tens. Emotionally and mentally, something dies. So the most important one there is the 13, because it's beautiful energy. It's transformative. It's shedding the snake skin. The 20 is not our friend be it a dawning day, a birthday, a date for your diary. Wherever you see that number 20, it's negative energy. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see from your point of view. Don't like ending on a 10 of spades, you know I don't. Yeah, somebody has to walk away. The name Daisy, Lily, and the forget-me-nots. You don't forget, because if you forget, you might make the same mistake again. We have mountains to climb. 8 months. Leave the misery of the past behind. The North Node. A homecoming. You are no longer banging your head against a brick wall, wasting your time, energy and breath on others who will never listen. So someone's coming home to who they truly are, or literally coming home. There's a bond that cannot be broken here. Scorpio energy, shared resources, reproductive organs. There is no apology. Hell will freeze over first. Somebody is very stubborn. There is also terrorist attacks. Well, we have them now almost daily now, so we're becoming desensitized, I think. Those of a darker complexion, in uniform, those in scar on the leg, the limp, the amputation, any or all of those. But it is Chiron. You cannot heal others until you heal yourself. We have arguments with a woman. The conflict is in the year of the fire horse. So mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children, first wives, a difficult merging of two families. May the 31st, November the 11th. Remember the wars. Remember and learn from it. Agriculture, barren lands, nothing can live here. Terminations of contract vows and pregnancies. It's sour because somebody is lying, deceiving and painting a picture of something that doesn't exist. They are trying to take credit for what you've done, or literally take your credit, use your credit card, steal from your bank, whatever. So check your bank accounts. It's usually my Thursday night card. It's something that goes on in the dark, and we've got Leo there going on in the dark. 7 weeks. We will overcome our enemies, even if those enemies are ourselves, by positive thoughts and words. Gemini energy and the Six of Cups. Do not return to the past. Negative energy. Something or someone may return from the past that you have bad dealings with. They will not apologise. So trauma, childhood trauma, child abuse, something from the past, a trauma. So where have we got Scorpio? Because that's important. In the DC, and it's in the 7th house. With no other major arcanas apart from the 3 and the 30, which is Taurus, Abigail, Elaine, Natasha, Greg, Josh, Lauren. So 3 and 30. Taurus is in Uranus, which is rebellion. The ascendant, so rising. And in the 1st house, there it is. You need a new team. The green light from Spirit of Go. It's time to go. Build a firmer foundation elsewhere. New team. If you're starting a new business, it's well started. It will profit within 3 years. Somebody may be graduating from university. Putting what they've learnt to good use and making money from it. Number 10 now is in reverse. So that wheel keeps turning. We've had that run of good luck now. It's saying that after that run of good luck, remember, the wheel always turns. So use what good has happened. Keep it in behind, just in case something else goes wrong. Number 10. Yeah. 19, Karen. 10 is Jacqueline. Oscar, I believe. So it could be anybody to you. So the 10 and the 19 are negative energy. The 19 is a Leo energy, somebody keeping you in the dark, which you've got in the dice, blocking your path, stopping you from being happy. It's a nightmare situation that will end, but it may take a while. 9 weeks, sleepless nights, nightmare situation. Yeah, no more apathy. You can't sit back on your laurels, watching Netflix, stuff in your face. You have to stand up for what you believe in. Have some passion. Be open to the new, because this is not your team. You need a new one. This situation is red lights all over it. Warning signs. The foundations were never strong enough. It was never meant to last. There it is again. Something is ending in your emotional life. Number 10. You have to love yourself first, unconditionally. You are loved unconditionally. It's Cancer, home and family life. Fill your own cup. You are in charge of your own emotions. And again, we've got it 3 times now. Stop banging your head against a brick wall. Nail your flag to the mast. Pick a side and come home to who you truly are. Somebody here doesn't want to walk away, and Spirit's telling you you must. So, there we go. You must walk away. Take the high road. But don't back down from a fight, is what they're saying. So, the North Node again then. The Dragon's Head, which we'll probably see tomorrow for the Chinese New Year. It's your life purpose, your destiny, what you are striving to achieve, your evolution, your latent potential, your choices, your growth. North Node is what must be done to fulfill your soul purpose. It is the life path, your destiny, your dharma, not karma, dharma, since it represents what the soul must become. It is unknown territory and not always a particularly comfortable place. The path is untravelled, and at the beginning of the journey, most will inevitably fall back into the South Node. At such times, the soul must pick up the innate talents it has developed in the past, what you've learnt, and bring them into service of the North. So when you fall back into the South Node, it will be when you say, yes, but, or I can't because. So you're just making excuses to yourself. So, North Node then. In Leo, the path of the heart. The soul is learning to keep an open heart. You are open. Somebody is open. To be heart-centered in all that it does, to be empowered from the heart. So the heart wants what the heart wants. Go with it. Follow it. In the 12th house, it is a hard lesson to learn now. You have to put your boundaries in place. You have to know where your feelings end and someone else's begins. The urge to get off the karmic round, to reach a state of grace. The soul may deal with considerable karma, collective or personal. So we have to deal with our past and love ourselves unconditionally so that we can end this chapter and be ready for this new year of the Chinese fire horse. Beautiful. So let's see then. The 18 again, the World Wide Web, the spider, the trap, perhaps. Fate, slinging us a curveball again. 18, which is usually the moon in the tarot. Spiders have been known as the weavers of fate in many cultures, and it is used to be considered unlucky to kill one. If you want to live and strive, let the spider run alive. They are master weavers, minding their own business and setting to work building elaborate structures where they see fit. I journeyed one day into a small hole in a tree where I came across an ancient weaver. I cannot even begin to describe how ancient the spider was that I spoke with. It was a blessing to be in her presence. Instead of seeing a spider's web, I saw what appeared to be a loom, and each thread on that loom was a thread of my life. I could see the past, which is over, the present, and the future, which is not promised, on the loom. The past was on the left of the loom, where the threads created a mat. The present and future were not yet determined, but had threads with symbols on them. The first symbol was love and heart, which we're talking about, and that was coming in my future. The second was a dollar sign, indicating money would follow. The third was an aeroplane, indicating that I would travel, but there would be delays, definitely. Whilst I stood there in awe, she cut some of those strings that didn't have the symbols, which were to be my future, but because of the decisions I'd made, or will make, will no longer come true. Drawing the weaver's card may indicate that a time of decision making is here, and what you decide now or later can and will shape your future. So you must always be led by what feels right and follow your intuition and your heart. Fate is destined at times, but we always have the ability to change the outcome should we choose, because we have free will. There are many destinations in life, so it's up to us to create our own fate by choosing the right path. Even if we choose the wrong path, we will always find ourselves where we're meant to be. We may choose the wrong path too many times, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, but that will allow us to eventually see that it is the wrong path. The spiders also represent creation and manifestation. What are you wanting to manifest in your life? Is it something that fits into the current life, or do you need to make a massive change that you feel will be negative? And so, or something within yourself, being your own worst enemy. Love yourself. You see, the web also represents entrapment, and someone may be creating a web ready to snare what they're hoping to attract, or you may be. The spider intuitively and wisely creates its web exactly in the right place to trap what it needs for survival. Instead of seeing this as something deadly, think of it as a survival skill. It prepares its web and waits for its prey. Where can you make some preparation to achieve what you want? So be ready for anything, basically, because we don't know what's coming. I'm going to take an I Ching because we're so near the Chinese year. There it is. Oh, the number 1. Fortunately, it's the same upright, and it is reversed, so it makes no difference to us. This is a definite answer. The number 1, the creation. We're not quite there yet, but almost. And it is the lion, Leo. Well done, Spirit. This hexagon is made of 6 unbroken yang or male lines. So the males, especially, this is for you. You must love yourself first. It indicates the maximum of energy and willpower that is available to you. You have at your command an almost endless supply of primal energy, which will allow you to accomplish your aims. The problem with all this energy is that although you can do almost as you please, you must know when not to act, to conserve your resources. This is an important message. Pace yourself. Temper force with wisdom. As all the lines are unbroken, the hexam embodies the image of permanence and constancy. At the same time, it contains the image of fixedness, dogma, and stubbornness. So strike a balance between endurance and flexibility. In personal relationships, your partner will see you as the one in command at present and will look to you to take the initiative in all things. Beautiful. Where to next? I think we will have a goddess card as well. You haven't said whether you like me little Japanese tea set, have you? And my waterfall and my pagoda. I'll put it all there for you. Oh, Athena. Oh, she might be a main player. Yeah, there she is. So, Athena is a maiden warrior goddess. Her concerns are justice and wisdom. She has the physical strength to go to battle for what she believes in. A main character in Homer's Odyssey. She is constantly popping up in Greek legend and most notably the Trojan Wars. So, the Trojan horse, beware gifts from your enemies. Multi-talented and passionate, she is an excellent goddess to have on your side if you have to go into battle. So, the Chinese Year of Fire Horse says that we will have progress, but only through conflict. Athena had typically dramatic start in her life. She was the daughter of a union between Zeus, the king of the gods, whose philandering was legendary, and Metis, the goddess of wisdom. When Metis was pregnant with Athena, Zeus heard a prophecy that her daughter would become more powerful than him. So he tackled the situation by swallowing the evidence in the form of Metis whole. However, when he walked beside a lake, Triton, one day he got a terrible headache. So, face injuries maybe. Hephaestus, the blacksmith goddess, so Smith could be the name. Aphrodite cuckold husband, so a henpecked husband, played midwife by splitting his forehead open, whereupon out leapt Athena, fully grown, yelling her head off and ready to go to war. So she has continued ever since. So there she is, ready to go to war. Argumentative, possible daughters. You are in your element today. Never since the days of men ruling the world have you been able to be such a free rein. Equal opportunities legislations have given us the chance to travel higher than ever up the promotional path, to work with enormous success in industries formerly totally male. You are a fighter, not afraid of conflict. You are intelligent, crafty, and dedicated to getting the job done. Traditionally, your articulateness, your qualities of strength, and your readiness to fight for a cause have been hijacked by other qualities. But this is a narrow way of looking at the world. Women have always had these qualities. It's just that in previous times they were forced by male-dominant society to suppress them. But those days are out, and this really is a chance to shine. Occupations of lawyers and advocates fighting in some way for justice, so stand up. There are Athenas who organise their neighbourhoods, mount campaigns, fight for peace. In whatever role you choose, you will have a highly developed sense of fair play, even if it's just as a keyboard warrior and you can't do anything else. The world tends to view you as a very strange type of person. Your assertiveness is termed as aggressiveness. Your determination to get it right being hard. Some people, and men and women, have difficulty in relating to your upfront attitude. What they don't see is that the hurt it causes when critical comments are made. It is too easy for you to believe others' criticism of who you are. Don't let this happen. You are powerful, strong, and reconnect with your power. Do not allow conventional world to trick you into depressing your essential self. Put your talents to good use out in the world. So don't walk around on eggshells for anyone. You are a natural leader, but you must challenge yourself to learn to become a team player. Ask for the opinions of your colleagues and family and listen to what they have to say. You have more energy than most. Use it wisely. For all the easy camaraderie, you can turn shy when it comes to love. You are very much you're a child of your parents and may find that you are attracted to people older, mentor figures, or fragile, dependent people. The most successful form of relationship is the companionate marriage with someone who can support you in your causes but also remind you of your needs for rest and recreation. When Athena appears in the card spread, it means you need to apply wisdom followed by force. Do not rush into actions, but consider carefully your best strategy. When you have made a decision, you must commit yourself to taking concerted action. The card asks you to confront your fears and your demons and to fight them off. Consider what weapons you need to defend yourself against your enemies, both the enemy within and the enemy without. Arm yourself emotionally to do battle and gather support. You may be in a crisis situation and frozen as though facing Medusa. Reflect honestly on your situation and act to liberate yourself and make the necessary changes. You can reweave your world, the weaver, to be more of what you want. But if you fail to take wise action, this situation will only deteriorate. You may need to take a second look, often the most difficult situation, to be honest about the ones that are closest to you. Remember too that the logical thing to do may not always be the right thing for you if it does not take into account your feelings. Well done, Spirit. And finally then, the Quail and the Gooseberry, number 41. Or is it 51? I think it's 51. Yeah, it's 51. Fresh gooseberries are a tempting treat, but if you pick them without care, you may hurt yourself, so tread carefully. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns, meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among the low-growing vegetation. From its obscure perch, it keeps a watchful monitoring for predators. So be alert, be aware, know that if anything stops you by causing you harm, it's because Spirit are trying to protect you. Not this way. The events or outcomes you've anticipated are about to occur. You must take advantage of your foreknowledge, preparing for what's to come. I am often surprised or caught off guard by how things turn out. How can I balance my vigilance with a healthy openness to risk? So it doesn't mean go and hide behind a bush. It means you have to prepare, be alert, be aware, tread carefully, but we know what's coming. We have a battle on our hands. So it's time to prepare. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.